Hello students, this is Sandeep Kumar Singh. I hope you all are fine and healthy. So students, today I am going to explain a very beautiful and thought-provoking poem from class 9th standard CBSE from Beehive book, and the name of the poem is Wind by Subramaniam Bharati. Okay students, so mainly in this poem, the poet tells us that there are many obstacles and problems we may come across in our lifetime, but we should never give up. Instead, we should befriend those obstacles and learn how to face them, just like the poet who tries to befriend his hardship. Okay? The poet wants us to know that even if life is full of challenges, there is a way to turn them into our weapon. Okay students? So now let us see the poem line by line. Wind, come softly. Don't break the shutters of the windows. Don't scatter the papers. Don't throw down the books on the shelf. There, look what you did. You threw them all down. You tore the pages of the books. You brought rain again. Okay? So you see the lines. Wind, don't come softly. Here you can see that the poet is talking to the wind. He asked the wind to come softly, and that is why he is saying that the wind should not be very strong or loud. It should be what? Soft, very soft. Don't break the shutters of the windows. Don't scatter the papers. Don't throw down books on the shelf. Okay? Then he says that the wind is very powerful and it is destructive. Okay, it breaks the shutters of the windows and scatters the papers, and that is why he was requesting that please don't break the shutters of the windows and don't scatter the papers. Okay, don't throw down the books which are kept on the shelf. Then he says to the wind, look at the destruction it had done. Okay, you can see here that there, look what you did. You threw them all down. You tore the pages of the books. You brought rain again. Okay, so then he says to the wind to look at the destruction that it had done. Okay, wind is very powerful and it had thrown all the books which were kept on the shelf. Okay students, you are very clever at poking fun at winklings. Okay, you are very clever at poking fun. Poking fun means making fun. Okay, making fun of some people. Okay, or anything. So you are very clever at poking fun at weaklings. Here weakling means what? Weak people. Okay, so whenever there is strong wind, okay, all the things that are weak. Weakling means what? Weak things. So whenever there is a strong wind, all the things that are weak, like small plants, tiny children's, okay, etc., they all get scared and they can even fall and get hurts also. Okay, so we can say that in the initial part of the poem, the poet is referring to wind as a young child, isn't it? As we have seen that in the initial part, what happened? The poet is referring to wind as a young child, okay, and he is saying that it should come softly, just like a small child does. Okay, and in the later part, we come to know that the wind is destructive. Okay, just like a youth, just like a young boy or a young girl who is full of energy, violence and destructions. Okay, frail crumbling houses, crumbling doors, crumbling rafters, crumbling wood, crumbling bodies, crumbling lives, crumbling hearts. Okay? Here crumbling means, crumbling means what? Falling or what we can say, to cause something to break. That means crumbling. And rafters, rafters means what? That is sloping beam which support the roof of the buildings. Okay? The beams, on which the buildings are made. Okay? That is called rafters. So students, here the word crumbling is repeated so many times. Okay? To lay stress that everything crumbles in the face of a strong wind. Okay? Crumbles means, as I have told you, that falling or to cause something to break. Okay? So the writer is saying that when the wind is very powerful, it is very strong, it leads to breaking of everything. Okay? Houses which are weak falls down. Okay? Doors which are weak, that also falls down. Okay? As you have seen here, that crumbling wood, crumbling bodies, crumbling lives, crumbling hearts. Okay? So again you can see that the beams on which the roof of the building are supported, okay, they also falls down, isn't it? Rafter means what? The sloping beam which support the roof of the building. So that is why it has been said, the beams on which the roof of the building are supported, they are also, okay, they are also what? Falls down. So all the wooden structures falls. So he is saying that everything crumbles, isn't it? Everything crumbles means everything falls down, everything breaks down. Okay? Everything that is weak reacts by falling down and breaking, okay, in the face of adversity. Okay? Here actually poet wants, okay, to say that everything which is weak, okay, definitely that used to fall down, that crumbles. Okay? The wind god winnows and crushes them all. He won't do what you tell him. So come, let's build strong homes. Let's join the door firmly. Okay? Now here you see that you might have seen that whenever a weak person faces any adversity, okay, or any problem or challenges in the life, he breaks down and falls, isn't it? You might have seen in your practical life, okay, that if there is some weak person, okay, and that particular person is facing some adversity, some problems, some challenges, so definitely it happens that that person used to falls down, isn't it? He used to hankers for the what? Help, isn't it? Now see, the wind god winnows and crushes them all. Here winnows means what? Winnows means you just to separate the grain from the husk by blowing it. You might have seen in the villages, isn't it? What people used to do, just they used to separate the wheat, okay, from its husk. Okay, so the wind god, here the poet has referred god as a what? Wind. The wind god winnows and crushes them all. He won't do what you tell him. So come, let's build strong homes and let's join the door firmly. Okay, so here you can see the wind god, okay, winnows and crushes them all. The poet is addressing to wind as what? As wind god, and he is saying that the powerful god of wind winnows. Okay, winnows means what? He separates. Okay, that means he shift. Okay, that means he shift all those people who are weak. He used to separate the weaker people from the strong people. Okay, as you might have seen in the villages that people used to separate the grain, okay, grains from its husk just by blowing it. Okay, in the same way, here the god also used to separate the weak people, weak thing, okay, weak plants, everything which is weak from the stronger one. Okay, and ultimately what happened? That weak things or the weak people or the weak plants, okay, that falls down and it get crushed. Okay, so here is a comparison made between wheat and the people. As You might have seen in the villages, then when people used to separate the wheat, okay, from the husk, okay, just by winnowing it, blowing it, okay, they used to separate. In the same way here, the wind god, he is going to separate the weaker people, the weaker things, the weaker plants from the stronger one. Okay, so just like we know the wheat to separate the grain from chaff, the wind god separates the strong people from the weak people. So when there is a strong wind, all the things that are weak falls and get crushed. Okay, so the poet wants us to make friend with the wind. Okay, see, he won't do what you tell him. Actually, what we want, that wind is not going to do. Okay, so come, let's build strong homes and let us join the door firmly. Okay, so definitely we have to build our home very strong so that wind cannot, okay, attack it. Okay, our home will not fall down due to the wind. And let's join the door firmly, and our door should also be joined very strongly, very firmly, so that, okay, it cannot be, okay, blown out by the wind. See, practice to form the body, make the heart steady first. Do this and the wind will be friend with us. The wind blows out weak fires. He makes strong fire roar and flourish. His friendship is good. We praise him every day. Okay? The poet wants us to make friends with the wind. That is, here wind symbolizes what the adversity, the problems, the obstacles in our life. Actually, we people should make friendship with adversity. If we are in problem, if we are facing some challenges, so definitely we should make friendship with that challenges, okay, in our lives. And he says that the problems will not listen to us. Okay, and definitely as wind is not going to listen to the weak people or the weak houses or the weak home, similarly, the obstacles or the problems which we are facing in our life, okay, so that problem is not going to listen to us. He says that a problem will not listen to us, they will come. So we should be prepared, okay, and in preparation we should build strong homes, okay, and close the doors of our house firmly so that the wind can't get into, isn't it? He also says that we should make our bodies strong. Practice to form the body. We have to make our body firm, stronger. Okay, make the heart steady first. Our heart also, okay, it should be very steady first. Okay, that means firm. So he also says that we should make our bodies strong and hearts firm to face these challenges. Okay, students, and then once we are strong enough, all the challenges will be like friends. Okay, and we will not feel that they are troublesome. Okay, the time when we will become stronger, so then we will not feel, okay, that challenges or that problem is creating us troubles. Okay, then you see, do this and the wind will be friend with us. The wind blows out weak fire. Okay, he makes strong fire roar and flourishes. The poet has kept the wind on a pedestal. He is comparing the wind to a god. Okay, he says that the wind is God and we praise wind every day. Okay, he says that everything that is weak gets finished off in the face of a strong wind, and all the things that are strong flourishes. Okay, you see the line, the wind blows out weak fires. You might have seen that when there is a very weak, the intensity of fire is very weak, so what happened? Due to the wind, that fire gets extinguished. But when there is a very huge or big fire, the intensity of the fire is too high, then what happened? Then and if there is a wind, so that wind act as a catalyst, okay, for the what? Fire, and that fire gets what? Becoming too strong, okay, that started burning, okay, too strongly. That is why it has been said that that started flourishing or growing. That fire, you know, starts growing due to the wind. Why? Because there is a very big fire, a stronger fire, okay, and whereas the fire which is weak, that get extinguished. Okay, so he has given us a very important message. Okay, he makes strong fire roars and flourishes. His friendship is good. We praise him every day. So you know, here the poet has given us a very important message that we should not feel bad. Okay, that we are facing so many challenges and adversities in our life. We should make ourselves physically and mentally strong to face these challenges. And once we are strong enough, you know, we will overcome the challenges and we will become friend. Friend with what? Friend with them. Them means here the obstacles, the challenges, the problems which we used to face in our life. Okay, students? So I think you have understood the poem. Now let us see the literary devices, because in the standard 9th and 10th, you know, it is very important to know the literary devices which are being used in the poem, because sometimes it is asked in the exam also. Okay, so first of all, let us see the rhyming schemes. So here throughout the poem you might have seen that there is no rhyming word. Okay, and the poem which is written without using rhyming word, that is called that particular poem is written in free verse. Okay, so the entire poem is written in free verse. Okay, next thing is you will see the use of anaphora. What is anaphora? When a word is repeated at the start of two or more word consecutive lines, okay, it is the device of anaphora. You can see in the line 2, 3, 4, okay, the lines begin with don't. Okay, the repetition of the word don't is there in the line 2, 3, 4. Again, in the line 6, 7, 8 in the book, you see that there is a what? Repeat that line 6, 7, 8 begins with the word you. Okay, so this is called the use of anaphora. Again, you will see here that there is use of personification, because wind has been personified here in the poem. Okay, when the poet says, okay, you are, okay, that means what? He is referring to wind as you. Okay, and that means he is treating wind as a person. So that is why personification is used in this poem. Again, you will find here repetition. Okay, crumbling word, you know, that is repeated many times to lay emphasis. Okay, and the poet wants, okay, to say that the wind crushes everything that is weak. Again, there is the use of alliteration. Okay, the repetition of the consonant sounds. Okay, so saying the word in the line you might have seen that wind winnows. Okay, W sound is what? W sound is there repeated. That is consonant sound. Wind winnows. Okay, again want. Okay, wait. Okay, so here W word is repeated. That is the consonant sound. So there is use of alliteration. Again, the last device which is used in the poem, that is called symbolism. Okay, symbolism means that the thing refers to some other thing. Here you see wind is a symbol, isn't it? It refers to the challenges in our life, and wind is used as a symbol of adversity of our life. Okay, students, so these are the, what we can say, literary devices which are being used in the poem. I hope you have understood the poem. Okay, students, so if you like my videos, please do subscribe to my channel. Okay, thank you.